folks, this is question 8. We just have to fill in the stem and leaf plot here. So 1, 7. So we're looking for numbers up there that start with 1, 7. The only one I think is 1, 7, 9. So put the leaf of the 9 in there. Then we should have a little comma really. Yeah, we go on to 1, 8 then. So things starting with 1, 8. They actually go up in order here, I think. So 1, 8, 5, 1, 8, 6, 1, 8, 7. 1, 8, 7 again, because there's two 1, 8, 7s. 1, 8, 9. And then it goes to 190. So 190 is the leaf for 190. 191, 192, 196, 197, and that's it. And then 200, we have to put a 0 in there for the leaf for 200. Now work out the mean age of these students. So you're just going to add up all of the numbers. You don't have to even read it off the stem and leaf plot. You can just go back up here. So you can just type all those numbers into the calculator and add them all together. And then you're going to divide your answer by 12 because there's 12 numbers there. When you do that, then you should get 189.9. So that's rounded off. Next one is median age. You can write them all out in order there if you want, and then look for the middle one, or we can go to the diagram and just cross them off in that because they're in order. So that one, and next smallest, next biggest, next smallest, next biggest, next smallest, next biggest, next smallest, next biggest, and now I've crossed off the same amount on both sides, but we have 189 and 190 there. So we have 2 in the middle, so we're going to add them together and divide by 2, and that would give me 189.5, or 189.5. The range then is just the biggest minus the smallest. That's going to be 200 minus 179. And we should get 21 there. That's the range. In 6 months, which one of these measures will not have changed for this group of students? Well, it's going to be the range there. The reason is because, I mean, the range is the biggest minus the smallest. So just imagine you had 10 minus 6. If 10 was the biggest and 6 was the smallest, well, that would give you 4. But then if, just say you add on 4 months, so just 4 added on to both of them, so that's 14 minus 10. So now it's still a difference of 4. So the same happens here. The biggest one was 200 here, so if you add on, what are we adding on? 6 months, so that's just 206 minus, and then if you add on 6 to the 179 as well, that's 185. So the difference between them is still 21. So when you add on something to both numbers, the difference between them should stay the same. Here, how many did, well, it's easiest to fill in history first. There's 12 altogether. 4 did maths, 5 did science, then there's 3 left, so 3. This has to be 5 out of 12, and then this has to be 3 out of 12. The way you get to the angle in the pie chart is to multiply by 360. So you're multiplying that by 360, multiplying that by 360. And that's what you would have been doing there to get 90. Then we get 150 here. Sorry, it's down here. I did that one for some reason. And then, yeah, we should get 120 here. Work out the number of students who chose history. I've done that already. That's 3. Work out the 2 missing fractions. Okay, I've done that already as well. History, yeah, and write them in. Yeah, well, I've written that in. Work out the sizes of the 2 missing angles. Write the answers in the appropriate. I've done that as well. Then it's just a matter of putting in the angles then on the pie chart. So it's hard to show here, but you're going to put the angle of 120 in for maths. So you're going to put your protractor along that line, the bottom line of it along that line, and then you're going to go all the way around to 120 on your protractor, and 120 should be over there somewhere. Yeah, we'll go maybe about there. So that's 120. That's not very accurate, but and that's maths. And then the other one should work out for you. So if you measure that one correctly, the other one should fit. Then it should be 150. So 150 degrees. And that's the pie chart drawn. That's all for question 8.